Uh, okay, I'm just gonna say because when I'm done of carving anyway, this will be recorded. So I'm just gonna wait some few minutes, and already prepared a little bit. This is my second live stream carving vlog, or first time carving live in Whittling. So I have this basswood. I got it and ordered it Amazon. It's a size of, I think, 5 inch in the length, and 2 by 2, or an inch. Uh, oh yeah, six. It's 6 inch, or yeah, and 2 inch thick. So you notice there is the hole here. I drill it with 1 inch of um, a drill bit, or a flat drill, and I was thinking that you can put this, you can put some pen here, or pencils, or knife, or some kind of smaller useful stuff in the office, or anywhere. And not just an ordinary block of wood, but I'm gonna carve a wood spirit here on the surface. So I'll try my best that so I'm gonna carve you know old beard, elderly person. I did that few of my carving stuff, my wood spirit. So yeah, let's get start. In order to start, before we do that cutting stuff, I have my pen and a roller, pencil pen. And in my perspective, I don't go in you know preferences. It just depends on your ideal of the distances between the hair, I'm talking about the hair, the forehead, nose. Well, it just depends. We'll make a mark first, so it just depends of how I can make a distance. So what I'm gonna start is I'm gonna put the mark for the forehead. I mean, in between the hairline, in half, and probably 1.5 inch. Here, I'm gonna put some mark here, and for the forehead, 1 inch from here to there. Forehead, and the nose somewhere here, 1 inch, and the beard will be somewhere a half inch here. So this will be the forehead right here. This will be the forehead. Sorry if you can see that forehead, and this will be the nose and mustache. This will be the hairline. So we'll go to that. Alright, I'm gonna plane this corner right here because it's kind of sharp. So I'm using a bigger carving knife. Sometimes you see what happens here, it cracks when you go towards on the end, but I go slowly. Sometimes I go backwards, but yeah, I'm gonna yeah, there you go. I'm supposed to wear gloves, but I get used to it, but I'm still extra careful. But if you're a beginner or do this kind of hobby, just wear gloves. And then when you realize that, you know, it's better safe, and you get used to it. You get used to it if you're wearing gloves. Sometimes it's not comfortable, but it happened to me. I cut. I got cut by a sharp knife like this one, but it's not really deep, but still a bit painful. So the reason I carved this edges here, it's because when I'm comfortable holding, and it's not really sharp here. You know, like you know what I'm talking about. It's very sharp, and it's not comfortable holding by both sides while I'm doing carving. So yeah, I was supposed to do chainsaw carving today, and it is my off. So I do have an extra job, and 3 days 3 days in job. I did work 3 days. I work in different job, and this is my day off. So and yeah, it's bad timing today. Like I was thinking like I wish I do something tomorrow after work. So it's spare time on my day off, so I have to finish my project and my chainsaw carving. But I'm checking the weather forecast here in New Brunswick that we have a snow blizzard coming. So it's gonna be it's windy outside right now. So it's like 50 to 60 kilometer per hour. So yeah, I'm gonna carve this corner here, and yeah, it's cold outside. So I don't have a good shop, so I just well, for sure I'm burned out as an artist. I'm kind of burned out because I'm not a full time artist or wood carver. Yeah, the more you use your energy at work, sometimes I do burn out, but I try my best to keep going. Yeah, and I'm gonna take this out behind at the back of the in the rear of the head. So this will be the face, and I'm gonna start carving, make a V-cut. V-cut. When I before I'm gonna do some detailing, I have to block it out. Do some V-cut shaping. So I'm gonna start in the forehead. I'm gonna cut straight first, here, V, then cut all the way there to the end. By the way, my knife is, I think this is uh, 4 years old. And I ordered this Amazon, so a cheaper one. But I don't go on expensive carving knife. I bought this like almost $30, one package and one set of this together with the detail carving knife here. This is for the bigger one. You can use this for detail too. Depends. This is mostly for detailing. But if you have a small scale of carving wood like this, you can use this knife to this smaller one. But if you're going to use this one, I can use this one, bigger one. And if I go eyes, smaller stuff, yeah, I use this one, this smaller carving knife. Yeah. I go a little bit deeper in the forehead, all the way. I'm not in a rush actually, because just I have time. I have time to do some stuff. Okay, so I can tell myself how far or how deep I go to carve this top here. Yeah, the forehead. Yeah. There we go. And then I like take this up a bit. This will be the hair. It's nice to cover basswood. Kind of very appreciated. Oh, I mean, like it's kind of pleasure. Soft. Cut like a butter. There you go. And then I'm gonna mark this again. This will be the between the eyebrows, which is from here to here. It will be the nose. Here to here will be the nose. So I'm gonna cut a little bit here. V cut again. I don't know if you hear the background noise. It's there's a tumbling sound. It's a dryer, so I did some laundry today. Sorry for that noise if it's bothering you. It's noise. So before I start before I start doing chainsaw carving, just telling a story. I was before and after pandemic, and I start research and trying to do something else that activates my talent and skill, because I just taken for granted my skill a long time ago. Searching YouTube and everything on it, and when I found out that Whittling, kind of very interesting. It's kind of relaxing. So I start on a learning, you know, look other people, professional carver, how they do it, and I'm buying a carving knife. I order it, so I did try. It wasn't my first carving project. Was just for me. It's because it was not really bad. I mean, it's bad because it's just beginning. So I kept practicing and practicing, and I eventually I got it. So then I go upgrade and saw uh, a guy who did chainsaw carving. So I start doing chainsaw carving. I have a chainsaw here that is just I think that is 30 horsepower Proland, and I start carving a bear. It's my first bear a long time ago, and yeah, let's go and go from there and start carving using my chainsaw. Anyway, this is will be the nose, and I'm gonna cut on in between the mustache. Okay, same thing. I'm gonna start straight, cut straight, and then recut again. I can do faster in carving, uh, but this one's a little bit bigger and takes a little bit while. Yeah, a smaller one like this, I can finish it like 10 minutes or less. This one is bigger one, so that's why I'm using a bigger knife. Here we go. So here, and then I'm gonna soft this a little bit here. There you go. And then in between the mustache, like there's a center here. Sometimes other old wood spirit are different styles. Just depend. So I can mark something or draw something a pattern, and I'll go like that. See, this mustache right here. Here, maybe go all the way and all the way here. Here we go. And I'm gonna leave a mark here in the lips. Not too big. But yeah. Now I can imagine and tell that that the forehead is assigned as a form, and then the nose and the mustache. Now I'm gonna start doing the forehead. I'm gonna start working on the forehead, and I would say square first, and then I'll go shaping, right? So I'm going to use this one here, smaller one. I'm gonna make a line a little bit, and a line here, line cut, and I go slide like not all the way, just to hit the end of the line here, or I should say like a border. It looks like my knife is kind of dull. Get a line here, another line cut here. It's a little bit hard to carve a bigger size of a wood like this, because you're holding bulky. It's not gonna be always perfect by carving. I don't have to be like perfect before I go detailing. So I just wanna look if what will it come out, and then I'm gonna start that feeling of inspiration of inspired of working on this project. Okay, so there it is. There's the line here that I carved the forehead. And okay, so we'll try to finish that a little bit. My forehead is not like my forehead is not always like very flat. This is just a folklore mystical um, wood spirit. Okay, then I'm gonna take this away a little bit. There we go. Then I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do the mustache first. Yeah. Yeah. Can't tell if which is one is faster to carve, the chainsaw carving job or the whittling. I would say chainsaw is more faster, I guess. But I'm not using carving this one. I'm not using a chainsaw to carve on this size. Oops. Go. I can go more a little bit deeper on the mustache. If I want to. Here. Okay. That's for now for the bottom of the mustache. And I'm gonna go another step, next step for the eyes. I'm just gonna shape it first before I do the detailing of the eyes. And I want to make it like a joyful eyes as I can make that joyful. But eyebrow, I'm gonna draw an eyebrow, that, and like that, there. So there we go. I'm gonna go for V-cut again. I'm gonna use a smaller. When it comes to smaller detail, a detail cut, I'm gonna use the smaller knife. Just give your time to do, and I give my time to carve this because it gives me idea. Okay, I'm gonna cut this here straight. It's so kind of awkward if you carve this one. It's so easy. Then you carve this one. It's kind of difficult, but I'm trying to careful not to cut my hand. There, it's almost there. Form already, almost close to form. Yeah. It's supposed to be starting snow today. I don't want to overcut because it will ruin the idea. Here we'll use small chisels, smaller one, this one, for lines, for detail lines. I'm gonna use a V-shaped chisel. This is a very cheap chisel. This one is U-shape or C-shaped chisel. There. And I'm gonna use some kind of a flat chisel for some kind of wrinkle stuff. Okay. So I'm gonna draw the nostrils here. In order to do that, to form a nostril, I'm gonna mark a V shape, and cut into a V shape before I'm gonna deal with the detailing. But I have to put on the nostrils. I'm gonna put the sides, both sides for the nose. Just just to give me an idea. This V shape, cut. I'm using my grip and my finger to control the pressure. I'm not using all my hand like that because it can cause a sudden movement that I can cut my hand or finger. Yeah. deeper in here. Okay, so I'm gonna draw the sides. Gonna make a V cut here and all the way there. So the like the cheeks on the beard here, I'm gonna visualize the distance between here and comparing this side here. You know, same measurement, eyeball to eyeball, and the eyelids will be here. On those eyes will guide me. Uh, Whatever I want, how far, like short or long. So I'm gonna the mustache here will be on this side from the distance. And I'm gonna continue mark the hair, or either this was just temporary, might be changed. And yeah, I'm gonna start to keep this going this size here. Sometimes I go deeper, and affect and cut, and it will affect the eyes right here and the nose if I'm not really contented. Yeah, here we go. And then I'm going to start the eyebrows. Yeah. I don't go I don't go really hard pressure on like this situation, because I don't want to be get I don't want to be excited of it, because I respect the knife. So it's just between the mind and your fingers and your hands talking. Said, be careful. The brain said, be careful, hand. So I don't really go deeper when I do this like that. When I do carve, when I do some shape line here, so that I could make a gap. So I'm not really like too deep, like a little bit, and then I go take that off. That I don't want to need it on that side. I can use the chisel, but I prefer the knife first. And a little bit more. And cut this one here. I think I'll go deeper a little bit on the side so they can cut more. Once again, I'm not in a hurry. Just give some time. Here. Take this up a little bit. Yep. Just imagine that my knife is like a chainsaw carving. But if I go working on chainsaw carving, I just imagine the carving knife. There. Kind of tricky to carve in the corners. Yeah. Now is trying to form an eyes. So yeah, trying to see if enough space to carve. I'm trying to use this chisel. Okay. Oops. Uh-oh. A bit deeper. I think I carved the whole way. Well, I figured it out. So look like because there's a hole here, I just cut the whole way here. Let me see if I could find a way to figure that out. It's not much thick. Just gonna give my time. Maybe I'm just gonna adjust a little bit. Maybe maybe this elderly wood spirit is kind of sleepy or sleeping because I don't have space anymore. I just cut all the way from this hole, so I probably gonna, instead of opening eye, like I'm gonna close his eyes, carve a closed eyes. Trying to be extra careful not to cut all the way deep because there's in the center. It's not really thick comparing this one. It's supposed to start in this side, the back under here. Okay, so I'm gonna put some kind of wave style in here. Go deep. This one a little bit. Try to see the chisel will work. I don't have a good sized chisel, but okay, we're gonna go deeper. Maybe I'll add more line. Gonna add more line here. If I'm gonna use chisel, what should it look like? Yeah, it's gonna not deep enough sometimes. Okay, so just gonna start forming an eye, maybe sleeping. Yeah, I use this one for a little bit wrinkle here and a wrinkle here and see there's a hole here. But I'm just gonna keep going. You made mistakes. Mistakes is just a lesson. But not really bad. This is just my own project. Bit eye bog. Chisel's gonna useful if you're doing a detail or shaping. You have to be careful not to go deeper because there's a hole in there. Didn't have to be, this carving is not to be like perfect. It's because this is just a learning stuff. Wood spirit is a wood spirit, like a old person, very old. Be careful here. Well, I don't have space here, but it's already have a hole. Cut this nostrils here a little bit. Corner of the nostrils. Okay. Gonna form the nostrils on the side. Okay, oops. Yeah. I'll go deeper. I don't go steps by step sometimes, but when I just like I just trying to see different angles so that it will see if it would make it a bit better. Because I do step by step. For me, is I get lost. I got lost. Like say if I do have to finish the eyes next the nose. I did that before step by step, but we all do like I do we all do it. We do experiment, right? Experiment with carving, some new ideas and technique. But it's better to make your own style, or what you learn from different carvers. Ooh, I'm just worried if I cut all the way too much deep, like what happened to the eyes. See, it's like it's opening because I this was not centered all the way. It's so thin here. Take a little bit. So thin here from here to here. Oh, it's a little bit thicker, but here when I cut deep, the hole is all the way. But anyway, it happens, and I really proud of it. It's like an elderly person, wood spirit. Yeah. And then I'm gonna go there. There. So I'm gonna make a little bit lips. I think I'm not done yet of the eyes. Trying to see what will happen if put too much detail. See, careful, okay. Well, you can see the shadow, right? Like you can tell the wrinkles. Okay, make some line of the beard. Like it's a wavy style. I'm not gonna go for a lot of details of the beard. Just a little bit. I wanna look like a bulky beard. But though the mustache, I'm gonna use a gesso to make a lot of lines. I'm gonna go deeper in this one, make it like cowboy style. Sometimes I don't talk too much because I'm concentrating on the knife in my hand so I don't get cut. So I'm gonna put a little bit gap here between the lips. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the eyes. Just trying to be careful not too deep because I may end up of going this situation here. I didn't thought of that. Trying to control the pressure from my thumb. So I go see again, like just so thin here, it's so weak spot. No, it happens. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do some mark on the eyebrow. Going. I don't want to go a lot of fancy on the lines. There. Then I'm gonna make a mark, a wrinkle. You can make a lot of different wood spirit person face, different expression of the face. This is just my own expression of a person. tell you I love to work outside, but we have a nasty weather, cold. Outside. Now, yes, I'm gonna trying to form a little bit of the mustache. Form a little bit of shape. Okay, and still going back to this V-shaped chisel. But I'm gonna mark again first. I always stay true on the line. Then I go start in between, go up, then go up. Then going sideways. There. Don't know if you can see that. Kinda too bright. Yeah. There. Just gonna clean a little bit in the area. Okay, gonna go back again. I'm just gonna call this a sleeping person. Oh, there you go. Happen again. Sleeping person with a hole on the face. think I'm done for now. This is just a simple wood spirit. As what I've said, you can put some pen here and ball pen, whatever, knife. See, just an idea. I don't know if you can see that, but I don't put a lot of details anymore because this one here is weak spot. So next time if I do a wood spirit, I'm just gonna make sure like this. I start here because all the way from here to there is thicker. I never thought that there's a weak spot right here. So yeah, I'm proud of it. To make a wood spirit face person, and yeah, it's very simple. Just one, this is basswood. It's so soft. I bought it in Amazon for a pack of 12 blocks of basswood right here, probably around like I can't remember the price, but it's around 20. But it's nice to use a basswood for carving, for this carving knife, for some basic stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next live if I can do next live for this week or a couple 2 weeks, because I'm gonna make some videos for my chainsaw carving. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notify so that you get notified if there's a video coming. And thank you so much for the support, and thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next live, or I'll see you on my next video carving blog. Thank you. Bye.